Hello, I'm back. This is part two. And what I want to do is show you how to thread this machine. First off, I will talk about threading the bobbin. It took me a while to get it to thread it well because I'm real picky about how my bobbins look. Because it does affect the quality of your sewing. And so I never use, spools of thread on here. I always use a cone holder and wrap it up around, and I like to have something weigh it down so it actually goes between the felt and something just to keep it so that there's a little bit of tension on it. And so I do the same thing with this is the bobbin spool. And so when you bring it down, you really need to read the directions and follow them. It says to use the back hole, and then you wrap it down and around, and then through the hole of the empty bobbin, and then going from on the outside, and you hold it, and then it winds, and it does a pretty good job. So that was a little strange. It took me quite a few tries, and finally I had to read the directions. I always hate reading directions, but anyway. So then threading it, normally it goes here, and then you thread it through this little pin and under this little disc, and then down through this keeper, this thread guide, and then it comes straight down, and it hooks under this. There's a sharp little triangle here. You go under, and then you go up through here. And what you've got to do is actually hold down the thread and kind of pull up so that it will engage the thread. See, there's a thread guide there. The check spring, which is one of the most important parts of your tension. And then it comes up and through the front here, right here, is a little clip. So it goes behind this clip and then in. So you don't have to thread it. It just goes through there like that. So you will go behind this right here, and then that will hook it in. And then it comes back straight down, and there is an opening in the very back. It's kind of hard to hook, but I was able to get it done. And then it goes from left to right threading. Okay, so now let's watch this puppy sew. Let me put the light back up and shine it down, and away we go. I don't even have to start the wheel. You just press on the gas and it goes. And I'll lift it up so you can see how perfect that stitching is. And there's the back side. And it is perfection, as you can see. So, of course, this machine does not go in reverse. So if you want it to go into, you want to tack, then you just reverse direction with the actual material. Sew a couple, and you've back tacked it for all intents and purposes. So, I'm going to, and again, remember the balance wheel goes away from you, not towards you like you're used to. And let's go ahead, and this is also backwards, where usually up is smaller and down is larger. This is the opposite. So 7 is a bigger number, and that's less stitches. And let me bring it down to about 1, and you'll see how tiny the stitches are. And this machine moves fast for being such a tiny stitch. You can see that really motors right along. That motor is, I believe, about 90 years old. So I'm going to get really close so you can see. Look at those tiny stitches. And they are perfectly straight. Look at that. So you can see it does all the different sizes, and all I do is step on the gas. I have one hand on the phone, on my camera phone, and my other hand is here, and I just step on it and it goes. So I don't have to do anything with the I'm going to make it a little bit larger stitch. You can see how fast that's it's going so fast it doesn't even, I didn't have enough fabric to slow it down. So you can see beautiful stitches, perfectly straight. This is a quilter's dream, this machine, because it will sew and sew and sew. Here I'm going to go all the way up to the biggest. Woo! Look at that go. And look at that stitch. Isn't it gorgeous? And now it looks like with it being such a big stitch, I needed to tighten the tension a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it on the big stitch. Oops. I think I got bound up a bit because I went off of the fabric. I did. I got bound up. I got to put the phone down. Okay. Yeah, I had gotten bound up because I'd gone off the fabric. Now, I tightened the tension. That's something you need to understand when you're working with tension. If the stitch is going to be bigger, you're going to need to tighten the tension a bit so that you don't get those loops on the back side. So I had to tighten it to about almost 7 to get the full 7, which is the number 7 of the thread. You can see, isn't that cute? This little arrow with it even has like feathers, but you can see it's at 7, and so that was a really big stitch. Nice big stitch. And so to have the tension right, I had to tighten it up. But the machine works flawlessly. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed watching my videos, and I know if you buy this machine, you're just going to love it. Have a great day. Bye.